Hello everyone, welcome back to our next session of
Today
class.
we are going to learn types of trade. It is divided into two. First one on the basis of quantity, second one on the basis of the extent of trade region.
Types of trade is divided into two. It is on the basis of the quantity of the products. Second one on the basis of the extent of trade region. So again these two are divided into two. See that first one, it is on the basis of the quantity of products. They are wholesale trade and retail trade. So first one, what is wholesale trade? So wholesale trade means we know that where goods are producing in the factories. So from the factories, after the production, the goods are selling to the wholesale market. That means in the wholesale market, we can see that large quantity of goods from the factories. What all things factory the goods are produced, it is distributing to the wholesale market, to the wholesale traders. So there the bulk goods we can see, or the quantity of goods are more. Selling and buying is going on the basis of the bulk quantity. Okay, that is the wholesale trade. That is wholesale trade. And in the wholesale trade, who is controlling that one? There we can see the wholesale trader. And from the wholesale market, it is distributing to the retail place. That means retail shops, the retail traders. And where we are going for our needs, we are going to the retail traders or the retail shops. So the second category on the basis of the quantity of products, it is retail trading. So what is the difference between wholesale trading and retail trading? Wholesale trading means bulk quantity. The quantity, more quantity of goods are purchasing from the producer. That means from the factories or the industries. And from wholesale market, wholesale trader will sell it to the retail traders. That means where we are going for our purchasing. The goods are less. The quantity of the goods are less. Shopkeepers selling the goods, vendors are selling the vegetables are the examples for the retail traders. Nearby our home, we can see the small shops and all. These all are an example for the retail traders. Now, second type, it is on the basis of the extent of the region. Is divided into two. First one, domestic or internal trade, and second one, international trade. So what is domestic or internal trade? Domestic or internal trade means, for example, I already told one example. That means Jammu and Kashmir, from Jammu and Kashmir, Apple is selling to the other states. In between, the trade is, or the goods and services are exchanging within the country. Okay, within the country. Andhra Pradesh is selling the rice to the other states. Okay, these all are the examples. State wise, this trade take place between the states in the same country, within the same country, that is known as internal trade. And why this internal trade is going on in the same country itself? Because of the geographical condition, diversities, and the natural resources are available are the main reasons for within the country itself the different types of crops are producing in the different parts of the country. That means examples I told, in the Jammu and Kashmir more cold, so cold climate is suitable for the apple. Okay, and humid climate is needed for the rice production. So it is producing where more rainfall is there. So in the southern states of the country. So because of that, internal trade is needed in a country. And the next one, it is international trade. International trade means the trading activity is going on in between the different countries. It is going on in different countries, in between the countries. India is exporting the goods to the USA and it is importing the goods from USA to India. So what is this import and export? Export means the goods we are selling to other countries or the states. What goods we are selling, which one is extra or surplus products. And what is import? Import means we are purchasing or we are buying the products, which one is not enough or sufficient for us. That is known as importing. So we are importing the goods. Example, crude oil from Kuwait. We are importing that because we don't have enough or sufficient crude oil in our country. And next concept it is when a country is doing the international trade with the two countries. Suppose India is doing the international trade with the USA and China. Example, two countries. It is known as bilateral trade. One country is doing the trading activities with the two countries, then it is known as bilateral trade. And another one, when a country is doing the trade with more than two countries, it is known as multilateral trade. So I hope all of you understood the different types of trade. Next one, we are going to learn about the balance of trade. What is balance of trade? It is playing an important role to assess the economic development of a country. So what is balance of trade? Just now we learned that import and export. So what is import and what is export? We already learned that when we are purchasing a particular product which is insufficient in our country, it is known as import. Okay, so what is happening there mainly? While we are purchasing, our wealth is draining to other countries. Okay, at the same time, what is export? Export means what is extra or the surplus product we are selling to other countries. It is known as export. So, we are getting the income. Our government is earning the income. So, if you are comparing import and export, which one should be more for the development of a country? Of course, export. That means we have to sell and earn money. It is known as export in simple manner. So we can see what is balance of trade. The difference between the value of export and import in a specific period is known as balance of trade. So it is divided into three: favorable balance of trade, unfavorable balance of trade, and balanced balance of trade. So what is favorable balance of trade? When the value of export is more than the value of import is known as favorable balance of trade. That means we have to export more. That means when we are getting extra product or surplus product. That means what is the meaning of that? Our country is making more products. Our country is growing lot of products or lot of crops or exporting lot of things. Then it is known as the favorable balance of trade because our country is earning lot of income or money. Okay. And next one, what is unfavorable balance of trade? That means lot of insufficiency we can feel, or when our country is facing the lack of or the scarcity of the products. Example, crude oil. It is very less there. In our country, crude oil is very less quantity. Okay, so in that case, our usage of crude oil is more. So what we have to do? Our country have to import. That means our country have to purchase it. So we are importing. So what is happening there actually? We are purchasing. That means our country's income is draining, or we are giving the money to the other country and we are purchasing it for it. That means whenever an insufficient product we are having, we have to purchase it. Government has to solve the problem. So for that we are purchasing the product from other countries. It is known as importing. So actually what is happening here? Our money is, or our government is spending money. Also our country's income is giving, or we are giving our money to another country. So It is not favorable, it is unfavorable thing. So it is known as unfavorable balance of trade. What is unfavorable trade? When the value of import is more than the value of export, it is known as unfavorable balance of trade. Now next one, what is balanced balance of trade? It's very simple. The value of import and the value of export is same. It is known as balanced balance of trade. So I hope you understood what is balance of trade. It is divided into three. Favorable. What is favorable balance of trade? Import is less, export is more. The value of export is more. And what is unfavorable balance of trade? Value of import is more than the value of export. Okay. And what is balanced balance of trade? The value of import and export is same.
Trade takes place when there is a transfer of ownership of a commodity from one person to another. In this transfer, the seller receives something in exchange for the goods that he delivers. For example, the shop owner sells a commodity that a customer needs, and in return, he receives payment for it. This is an example of retail trade, where the shopkeeper sells an item and in return receives payment for it. Trade is not a new concept. In ancient times, humans exchanged goods for goods. This was known as the barter system. With the development of commerce and introduction of currency, the form of trade changed. Now, money is paid in exchange for goods purchased. Trade is divided into two categories: internal trade and foreign trade. Internal trade, also known as domestic trade or home trade, involves buying and selling of goods within the boundaries of a country. Commodities such as food grains, pulses, vegetables, fruits, cloth, and other essential commodities form the domestic market. However, not all goods are available internally and hence have to be bought from other nations depending on their availability. For instance, India is unable to meet the growing demand of petroleum because of its rising population. This demand is hence met by buying petroleum from countries like Saudi Arabia and Iran. Similarly, if countries fall short of a commodity that India has in surplus, for instance, rice, these countries buy it from India. This trade between countries is called foreign trade or international trade. Foreign trade is categorized into exports, imports, and intraport trade. When goods are sent out of the country, they are exported. When goods are brought in from another country, they are imported. The act of buying goods from one country to sell them to other countries is called intraport trade. Foreign trade facilitates industrial development, thus resulting in the economic development of a country. Along with economic cooperation, it provides employment on a large scale, thus improving the standard of living. Foreign trade has been a part of the Indian economy since the ancient times. The Silk Route, a well-known trading route of the ancient Chinese civilization, helped India trade textiles and spices with the other countries across the world. Later, with the arrival of the Europeans, India's trade began to expand rapidly. However, events like the First World War, Second World War, and later the partition of India adversely affected India's foreign trade. Regions that grew jute, cotton, and wheat were lost to Pakistan. However, with the introduction of five-year plans in 1951, India's imports and exports have increased. Let us take a look at the chief commodities that India exports and imports. Goods which are scarce in India are imported from countries across the world. For instance, petroleum and petroleum products that form major items of import in India are bought from countries such as Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Kuwait. Machinery and machine tools are imported from the USA, Germany, Japan, and Britain. Metals such as copper, zinc, and lead are imported from USA, Russia, and Japan. Long staple cotton is imported from USA, Egypt, Kenya, and Indonesia. Due to the rise in population and limited supply of food grains such as wheat are imported from the USA, Canada, Australia, and Myanmar. Similarly, goods that are produced in India are exported to other countries across the world. For instance, raw cotton and cotton textiles are major items of exports from India, are sold to countries such as Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Japan, and Britain. Jute products are exported to the USA, Canada, England, Russia, and Australia. Tea, another major item of export, is exported to the USA, Canada, England, and Russia. Among minerals, iron ore, manganese ore, and mica are exported to countries like Japan, France, Iran, the USA, and Canada. Spices are one of the oldest exports of India that have great demand in the foreign market. Thus, India imports and exports multiple commodities across the globe.
So I hope all of you understood this topic. So what are things we learned? Types of trade, balance of trade. Learn well, read well, and write short note on each trade on your notebook. Thank you.